hip-hop is anything you can make it to be.
Then what the fuck is it then, dog?
Yeah.
Then it's nothing, really.
Sete is hip-hop, bro.
No, I'm saying...
And then if you're gonna dismiss Sete, you must dismiss all these songs I mentioned.
Ngutu. Which ones?
Karakara.
No, Karakara.
Juicy.
Karakara never sang.
No, I'm...
Yo, you don't even have to ask. You're all welcome to the master class as we hatch the past, present while we craft a path from a shared truth and
Yo, it's the Masterclass Hip Hop Podcast. You know what time it is. OG triple. OG Samke is the name. I'm hanging with the one nigga, the head nigga in charge. Rashid Dambamba Clad Black
Rashid Kade, the one all the girl them fight over.
Watch I say that.
No.
Yo, so circle back to like a couple of weeks back at Back to the City, right?
Yeah.
I do an interview with Mr. Cheeks.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm trying to tell him to do a drop for us, where he's saying, "Yo, what up, Mr. Cheeks? Shout out to the Masterclass Hip Hop Podcast. I'm Mr. Cheeks."
Yeah.
So I'm explaining. I'm like, okay, say, "Yo, what up? I'm Mr. Cheeks. This is the Masterclass Hip Hop Podcast." You know, this nigga can't hear me. He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Masterclass Hip Hop Podcast." He's like, "Nah, nigga, what are you saying?" I'm like, "Masterclass Hip Hop Podcast." He's like, "Nah, say it again."
Don't say it like that.
So I say masterclass. He's like, oh, masterclass.
Masterclass.
I'm like, all right, masterclass. Hip hop podcast. He's like, hip hop podcast.
So
Like shit.
So in the UK, we speak the UK English in South Africa. We say Masterclass Hip Hop Podcast. In America, they say Masterclass Podcast.
Yeah, that's what he wanted me to say.
He wanted you to say that. So he was wondering, what is this nigga saying?
He looked at me like,
Masterclass.
I felt like, I'm like, yo, I've done a lot of interviews in my life, nah?
Yeah.
But no one's never not heard what I'm trying to say, dog. Like, this nigga's not hearing me. Now I feel like, okay, is my interviewing skills that bad that this nigga keeps having to ask me the same thing? But I could realize that to him, it sounds so
It
foreign.
sounds funny. Not funny. It sounds foreign, which it is. Like, Imagine a Nigerian talking to you in English. Hey, my brother, kudu. You know?
Yeah.
You're like, excuse me, but he's speaking in English.
Yeah.
So that's what he was hearing.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild. Like, you got to adjust according to who you're speaking to, where they come from.
Yeah.
In terms of how you pronounce it.
Words and stuff.
We were talking about how that's why, when a lot of people go to the States, they come back with the accent easily.
Yeah.
Because no one can hear you.
Yeah, because if you're going to go there and say, I'm going to keep it African, I'm going to keep the South African accent, you're going to have a problem because every time you speak, people are going to be like, excuse me, pardon, what you saying?
What you saying, nigga?
You know?
Nigga, what you saying? Who you at? If you go to New York,
so for you not to repeat yourself, just speak like them so they can hear you.
And I was forced to. I mean, I'm like thinking to myself, shit, I'm in South Africa, I'm in Johannesburg, I'm at Mary Fitzgerald fucking Square in Newtown.
Yeah.
And I have to change my accent just so this American guy can understand me.
It is what it is.
That's crazy, dog.
It is what it is. You wanted that interview, so...
I did, but like I didn't think it would make me say Masterclass Hip Hop Podcast.
Because he had no idea what you were saying. He had no idea what you were saying.
This is the master class. It's the Masterclass Hip Hop Podcast. OG Samke, Rashid K.
Episode 62.
62, man. Yo, our new imaging has come out. I saw from last episode, you saw the new picture we got.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hit us in the comments if you dig it or not. You know? So I'm hoping the next couple episodes.
This one. It's on.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100.
Big shout out to Tommy as well, man.
Yeah,
He's mad talented. He's the one behind all of that shit. Tommy, I don't know. Put your tag there.
Yeah,
trippy.
The graphics.
Put something in there, fam.
Tommy's gangster, man. Stay away from breaking the law.
Hey, that nigga. Shit, I ain't riding with Tommy no more.
Hey,
man.
Tommy's too gangster,
no
man.
Fucking law, man. You know when we talk hip hop,
it's got Cops Diaries.
You know what he reminds me of, right?
Yeah.
You know those rappers. There's rappers who they're rappers, right? But they rap about like some real hardcore shit, but they don't really live that life.
Yeah.
Tommy's the kind of dude who he'll rap about it, but you don't even believe that he lives that life.
Yeah.
And he lives that fucking life. That's the kind of motherfucker we're dealing with.
Yeah.
So big shout out to him. Big shout out to our sponsors. We out here at Amped again. You know what time it is. Big shout out to them. They're always taking care of us out here.
Nah, for sure. All the time. All the time.
Yeah, man. What's been on your mind? How's your hip hop week been? You been seeing crazy shit?
No, it's been okay, man. Taking it easy after back to the city. I was still hearing Never Right remix. You said, that thing, yeah, Amantombazane.
Hey.
And I said, talk to me in 5 years. I was pushing it. I was pushing it.
Hey, we didn't even need 5 years. Yo, what's going on? Like, what do you think the reason is for that? Like, no one gives a shit no more.
It's chew and spit, like we said before. Like music, it doesn't matter how hot your song is. It's gonna last for 3 weeks.
No, dog. Look at Sete's last.
Yeah, Sete and Lemonade are still out there fighting.
Yeah, I don't like Lemonade, to be honest. I was telling the homies earlier.
Yeah, but it's still there. You know, it's still.
I don't know what it is for me, Rashid.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm probably not the only one who goes through this. Nah. But
Yeah.
sometimes when I don't like a song, that's how I know it's gonna be hot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like
You're tone deaf.
like I could listen to like a Sete, and the first time I heard Sete, I just thought, oh, this is a decent song. Only to find out that the rest of the country thinks this is the hottest shit out here. And I'm just like, yeah, there's a song. You know what I mean? Like when I heard it, and I heard it before everybody else probably,
Yeah.
and it was just a song. Now it's like the biggest thing ever, and I'm just thinking, I know when a song's gonna be hot because I probably don't like it.
I like it. The thing with that song is it doesn't irritate. Like, you know all the big songs that they play every day that you hear everywhere.
That shit is not the same. It's the same for me.
No, it's not.
I'm tired of hearing that shit.
I'm not.
What? Sete?
I'm not.
Even Lemonade, man. I don't know, dog. Those are hot songs for sure. They're gonna hold the summer down, no doubt. But that's because that's what society thinks. I think maybe I listen to it with a different ear, and for me, it's just a song. Like I definitely think there will be something else that's gonna be hotter than those two songs. But it's hard to dispute with, like we said, a hit is only a hit
When it hits.
and it's been hitting.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So that's what I'm saying. It's not True and Spit with that song, but why is it True and Spit with Never Ride? Because Never Ride is also a dope song. Maybe not like Sete, but it's a dope song. Why is that not getting spin? You know, Amantombazane got its spin during that time. This one, Never Ride, is not getting the same look that Amantombazane got.
I think Never Ride is not a crossover song. Like your Sete. Sete is a crossover song that's piano-ish, Afrobeat-ish. You know what I'm saying? So it's not only for hip-hop people. It's just like your Malining, your Mantombazane, songs that can be played by everyone, everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
not.
is it
Never Ride is a hip-hop joint.
and then
strictly.
Sete is not a hip hop song. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying it's a crossover. Hip hop.
But is it hip hop?
Yeah, it is hip hop.
Let's not get into the technicality of crossing over.
It is hip hop. It is hip hop.
What makes it hip hop?
With elements of with the log drum, with the Afrobeat arrangement.
Is log drum hip hop?
Yeah.
Log drum is it hip hop?
No, it's not. But you can fuse different sounds into music. When Jay-Z dropped an album with who's those white boys? Rock.
Blink-1. It's not Blink-182. I see those. The Limp Bizkit.
Linkin Park.
Fuck.
When he dropped that album, nobody said this is not a hip hop album because the beats were rock.
Not all the beats were rock though on that album.
No, but it was a fusion of rock and hip hop. Hip hop comes from anything else. It could be, hip hop could be reggae influenced. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. Tell them to fuck out of here. We're working.
Nah, never did.
How you?
Hi, Lerato. Yeah,
We're gonna fire.
I'm in the middle of a podcast. I'm shooting. I'll call you when we're done. But I received the money. I just saw the notification now.
And you're gonna get it
All right.
fired.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Yeah,
Please phones on silent, Rashid.
it is on silent.
Nah, like off. Please switch your phone
Flight
off.
mode.
Nah, like off.
Switch it off.
Cima, ngiyadlala with it. Yeah, you were
Okay.
saying.
Yeah, like I was saying, man, like hip hop was born from jazz, funk, disco, soul, all these other elements. So I see we always have a problem in this country when hip hop borrows from Kwaito, when hip hop borrows from Amapiano. we quick to say that's not hip hop. But you're not gonna tell Busta Rhymes when he raps over a reggae beat to say, you're not gonna say that's not hip hop to him. You know, KRS-One, his breakthrough song, the bridge is over, hey, dum 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 dum. It was a reggae beat.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is one of the best hip hop songs in history.
Yeah,
nobody
top 10,
said,
for sure.
nobody said, the bridge is over is not a hip hop song. So we must kill that mentality so that we encourage our people to use our instruments more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that you said that, bro. That's
Yeah.
such a great point, especially when we come to a song like Sete.
Yes.
And that's why I want us to have this conversation before we get into class.
Yeah.
Is that what does that mean now for the South African hip hop space? Né? Where, like you're saying, we should allow for SA hip hop to borrow from different genres and different sounds so that we get a South African SA hip hop sound that we can export then, or even if it's an Amapiano sound, but it's got a South African element to it. What do you think that does to the culture of us saying this is now hip hop, the way the Americans see it? Because when an American hears a Sete, I don't think they automatically think this is hip hop. You know what I mean? When
Yeah.
when a guy from the Bronx in New York listens to Sete, I don't think he's like, oh,
when
shit.
you heard,
You know what I mean?
when you heard Biggie Juicy,
Yeah.
which was taken almost as it is from M to Me, Juicy, dum 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 dum
Yeah.
dum, Juicy. Do you
Yeah,
think
it
this
was-
is not
it was-
hip hop? Did you say to yourself, this is not hip
No,
hop?
not at all. Not at
When
all.
you heard every step I make, when you heard that song, the beat was taken as it is. When you heard that song, did you say, I don't think this is hip hop? Why are we judging our sound differently?
That's what I'm asking you. Like,
But something from America that's sampled from different genres, we're quick to say this is hip hop.
that's my thing though, is that
Yeah.
that's like, and it's a good point that you're making again.
Yeah.
It's very tough for us to, they can do that for sure. They can they can use R&B elements and rhythm and blues and even use old jazz to mix into hip hop.
Yeah.
But as soon as we do it here in our country, we're like, that doesn't sound like hip hop. Why do we do that? That's what I'm asking you. Now we listen to Sete and we're like,
Yeah.
it's not hip hop.
I'm saying it's hip hop.
What makes you think then the guys in America are gonna think that it's hip hop when
I'm-
we already saying it's not hip hop?
I'm saying it's hip hop. If it was done by Drake, we would say it's hip hop.
For sure. Of
So
course
we're
we
quick
would.
to dismiss our own.
I don't think it's even a quick dismissal.
That track,
It's more.
that Kid Mari sample Brenda Fassie, Weekend Special.
Yeah,
You know,
and now
that
now
was-
all of a sudden it's hip hop,
It's hip hop.
and it wasn't hip hop. Even
Yeah, if it was done by AKA, you like,
Afro pop.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So we need to kill that school of thought.
Then what do we do to the game, to the culture? Of, if we're gonna kill the school of thought of this is what we know hip hop
this-
to be.
Hip hop could be.
No, and I get that.
Yes.
Hip hop changes, hip hop evolves.
Yes,
gets into-
yes.
It's a culture, blah 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 blah. But when it comes to the sound, we all know what is a hip hop sound.
Yes, we do.
You know what I'm saying?
We do.
So with a song like Sete, we can hear the hip hop element to it, but it doesn't make it a hip hop song, and that's my issue.
I'm still saying it's hip hop. Just because it has a lock drum and elements of Amapiano doesn't mean it's not hip hop.
For real?
Yes.
Wow.
Makwa did the whole album using a lock drum, a hip hop album.
It was a good album.
Yes.
But Nakona, I wouldn't call it like a full on. It's not what hip hop is. Hip hop. You know what the fuck hip hop. I don't know why you're doing this, Rajiv. Like actually, I'm quite decent with all the shit you're saying because you know what hip hop is.
yeah.
Dog.
So are you saying Makwa's album is not hip hop?
I'm saying it's more Afro pop, Afro hip hop ish.
African hip hop. When you say
Come on,
it's,
my
it's,
dog.
It's hip hop in Africa. That Afro something means Africa.
All I feel like now we've attached people's names to hip hop. It has no longer has to do with what they sound like. So like you're saying, Drake can do a full album of house music,
But it's not a hip hop album.
Yes, but then we can still say, but there's one hip hop song on the album. And
No, but it's not a hip hop album. You can have a hip hop song. Will acknowledge and that and recognize that one song is hip hop. But this is not a hip hop album.
You guys have allowed hip hop to get so broad that you can't define what a hip hop song is anymore.
We can.
You can't, Rashid.
We
Like,
can.
Even right now, there's you made an example with KRS, which
Yes.
is reggae. Mm-hmm. So we can't say it's fully hip hop because there's reggae elements to it. Then you talk about Asete, which has Afro.
It was never
Amapiano elements
it
to
was
it.
never dismissed. Dr. Dre.
No,
Okay.
then you have a Wu-Tang.
let's-
Then you have a Wu-Tang Cream, which is fully hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. And you know this too.
Yes.
Cream. Let's use Cream. That is a hip hop joint from top to bottom.
Yes, it is.
So why are we gonna say now when you add the African drum to it and you add the piano lock drum, now it's
I'm saying
hip hop that what we know hip hop to be.
Dr. Dre, 99% of his beats were sampled from funk. You know, nobody came say, this is too funky. It's not hip hop. You know, Didi been sampling disco and pop, and nobody said this is not hip hop. You know, why when we do it here, when we bring Amapiano to hip hop or Kwaito into hip hop, we're quick to dismiss it.
I think I am, because I just feel like then you guys are you're now playing
you're
playing on all the sides of the fence
we're not gonna
You
with that
want to-
mentality
No,
we're not gonna have our own sound, because you're gonna get the nasties sampling American music.
All I'm saying is
because
don't
it's
say
gonna
it's
be
hip-hop,
accepted because it's gonna be accepted as hip hop.
Don't say it's hip hop. That's what I'm saying.
You know,
All I'm saying is don't say it's hip hop if it's not if you look in the hip hop dictionary what hip hop should be and sound like. And then you come
it's not limited. It's not limited and restricted to that. It's not.
Dog.
It's not.
It's dog. It's
Big
a
Zulu,
genre
Big
of
Zulu,
music.
Big Zulu samples Maskandi.
It's limited to.
Are you gonna say it's not hip hop?
Who?
Big Zulu. Big Zulu
It's not.
brings Maskandi into hip hop.
It's not.
It's not hip hop.
It's not hip hop.
So Big Zulu
I
is
just
not
made
a
an
hip-hop
I made
artist.
An example. I'm saying we want to call it hip hop. We want to because
What
he's
would you
rapping.
call it? What
He's
would you
rapping.
call it?
It's Maskandi hip hop. You can call it that. You can call
Oh,
it
it's
that.
subgenre.
But it's not hip hop
It's when you say Maskandi hip hop, you're making it a
because
subgenre.
he's rapping.
A subgenre
He's
of what?
spitting. He's spitting on a Maskandi beat, or he's rapping on an other. You know what I mean? But all I'm saying is what you know as hip hop and rap
Bro,
music.
Double HP was spitting on disco beats and house beats. Nobody said that's not hip hop.
Nobody said it.
Yes.
Because you guys want to take it. And,
No,
and it wasn't.
because
it had its own element. It was something else.
Because hip hop
It
is
wasn't
flexible. Hip hop is flexible to make it whatever you wanna make it.
Then you might as well.
The Skanda Republic one had like 90% Kwaito beats.
That's what you're saying to me is Dana.
It's still not hip hop. Are you saying Skanda
So what
Republic
you're
was
saying-
not
what you're saying to me-
hip
what
hop?
you're saying to
I'm
me is
saying
I can take a house song and say I want this song to be hip hop because someone is rapping on it. Now it's hip hop.
Sampling is an art. You know, you don't just take a beat as it is. You know, so when you sample, if you are a hip hop artist, you wanna sample a house beat, you take that, you bring it here. You don't go from here to there.
Okay.
You don't join the house movement. You let the house, you bring the house into
the
hip hop.
hip-hop.
You know what I'm saying? It's art of sampling. You know, we will hear that Jealousy is a house sample,
Okay.
but it's a hip hop joint. You know what I'm saying?
crazy,
He
right?
took that shit
That's
and he
fucking
brought it
crazy.
here, and he took that shit and he brought it here.
So Lemonade is a hip hop song.
yes, it is.
I think Lemonade is a house song. That whole like the BPM on Lemonade, you know, the sample itself is a house song. What makes the song is the sample. Don't tell me you can't even quote me 2 bars from Nasty or AKA's verses.
You're talking about lyrics now.
But forget it, because the lyrics is what is hip hop, right? But the actual song is not hip hop. It's just BPM spit up and down, but it's still a house track. That's what I'm saying to you, is that we want to give hip hop a label that
I'm saying
everything is just hip hop now.
I'm saying Lil Nas X brought country music into hip hop,
and that was all of a sudden hip hop.
You know,
that was not a hip hop.
Bow Wow used to rap over R&B beats. You know, hip hop is anything you can make it to be.
Then what the fuck is it then, dog?
Yeah.
Then it's nothing, really.
Sete is hip hop, bro.
No, I'm saying
if you're gonna dismiss Sete, you must dismiss all these songs I mentioned.
Ngutu. Which ones?
Karakara.
No, Karakara never.
Juicy.
Karakara never sample.
No, I'm saying it's not a sample. I'm saying it's quite a beat. I'm not saying it's a sample.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear where you're coming from.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, in that sense, then yes, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Moving right along. Let's get into class.
Serious topic. Hit us in the comments.
Hit us on the comments. Hit us on the comments about this hip hop shit, man.
I think that one's not over, man.
It's not over. It needs a whole episode of its own.
Think so.
You know what I'm saying?
And so maybe when we have an exclusive person with us for an interview, which we're going to.
Yeah.
I think then we can bring this whole what are we doing? What are we doing to the name of hip hop?
Yeah.
We should have that conversation.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, still Trippy, hit us up.
Hey, we have the bell back.
Yeah. Tripp is back.
Oh, he's back?
Yeah, he's back. Yeah.
Shout out Trippy, though. We see you, motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about this week?
I don't know. What's been on your mind, man? I've my week's been so insane for the past 2 weeks. It's I think last week's episode was also quite wild.
Yeah.
It also went a different way than I thought it was gonna go. So I don't know what you've been thinking.
I was thinking of hip hop sessions, the role of hip hop sessions in the culture. Is it still important? Is it still effective? Do you see the activism? Do you see sessions? If there are, how do they help?
Shit, I like that. That's really cool, dog. That's really dope.
Yeah.
And I want you to start. And then I'll explain my side of how it started for me. But I want you to explain to me from your experience, as a masterclass for people who don't know how far back this shit goes. What were the hip-hop session experience like when you got into the hip-hop space? What was the scene like in terms of sessions and shit like that? What were niggas doing? Rapping in the street? What was happening?
No. There were sessions like every hood. So we're to Tembisa, the Val, Eastern, Togoza, Katlehong, Foslo. There were hip hop sessions everywhere. You know what I'm saying? The movement was huge, and the record labels used to go to sessions hunting for artists. I remember Sipostole found Pro Kid at Slag Race, found F Easy at Slag Race. You know what I'm saying? Found Zulu Boy at Bed Center in Durban. Found Zakwe at Bed Center in Durban. It was sessions used to feed the industry with talent. So now it's different because now because of technology and shit, you can record your music from your bedroom, email it straight to the record label or put it online. Yeah. It's different, you don't need to be discovered.
Yeah. What was a hip hop session back then? When obviously Pelao game, yes, it started in the 80s, but when we all got together and started making hip hop sessions and cyphers and shit.
Yeah.
What did it entail? When I'm going to a hip hop session, what was it like when
DJs playing music, rap battles,
like CDJs or like vinyl vibes or vinyl vibes?
Yeah.
Okay.
MC battles, performances, freestyles. Yeah.
That's a session.
That's a session, yeah.
So what happens? Like, I'm trying to figure out, you know what I mean? Because as much as we're homies, but we're not from the same generation.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm coming to a hip hop session back when Rashida's 15, 16. And it's like I walk in there, what's happening? Are people drinking? Is it like a hip hop Sunday, or is it like, oh, this is
Yeah, it was like
like a
it was
rap
that
vibe?
it was that environment, drinking beer and smoking weed. There was never a lineup like, hey, so and
There
so
was
is
never a
performing.
lineup?
No, there was never a lineup.
That's funny.
There's a session, slag race is happening, you rock up if you wanna jump on.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was.
How did niggas used to handle that shit? That's crazy. So we struggle with a 20-man open mic when we do
Yeah.
Hip Hop Sunday. So how do we handle the situation?
The thing is,
back in the day when
the
you
thing
could just
is,
come and rock.
the thing is, before 2003, nobody had a record or an official single, you know, except for the Amus and the Squatters. You know, it was very few people, less than 5. You know what I'm saying? So all the rappers didn't have their own beats. You'd go there, the DJ will play a KRS instrumental, you rap over it, you blow up. You know, it was mainly like that. You know, go there, prove your skills,
Yeah.
steal the hearts and kill the crowd. You know what I'm saying? It was not like
That's the raw way of doing this shit.
it was raw like that. It was not like, you already have me on iTunes, you already saw me on YouTube, so I'm gonna come to your session pretending to be a superstar like it's
Word.
happening now.
And then the crowd, you know, people that come to these kinds of sessions
Yeah,
back then,
yeah,
you know, we're gonna get to today and now and even my time.
yeah.
What were they like? What was the crowd like? Harsh crowd.
You know, like
Not like today.
today,
everyone
everyone can
loves
touch
it.
the mic.
Everyone,
Everyone can touch the mic.
Dog, you say one poopity
back
poopity
then-
scoop and everyone goes, ooh.
Yeah, back then you had to be good to step up on the mic. You know,
It wasn't just a
even
walk-on.
Back to the City was developed from that culture. You know,
It wasn't a walk-on, dog.
Back to the City, Under the Bridge, Ricky got booed. I think El Tido, Tia Gas, Morel got booed
That's
because it was
crazy.
nobody wanted to see a rapper dancing on stage and snapping fingers.
What
It was
nigga
about
wanted you to spit? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a lyricist lounge, home of the
That's
spitters.
funny, dog.
You know what I'm
so
saying?
funny.
Back to the City, when it started, it was like that. It was like a session, like
Word.
don't fuck around. You know, it got softer and softer and more commercial, and new kids.
I love that you said that.
Yeah, and-
That's start soft and start soft and start soft.
And then new kids came in, and there was
They were skinny
and
jeans.
then there was like new artists and the new audience.
where niggas can't freestyle no more. No one can rap like that. I gotta go prepare now.
You know,
That's crazy, my dog. That's
so yeah, man,
the
like
journey.
yeah. Sessions are no longer the same. They like events now. Like it's a session, but there's a lineup. You know, like it's a show now.
Word.
You know,
Word.
and it's like any other show.
Is that not a good thing though? I think that's an awesome
It is.
thing.
It is a good thing.
It seems like growth from what you're saying. Like it's cool. Like we went from just anyone can just come and do it. Even if you whack, you can come.
Yeah,
up
in numbers, not in quality. Yeah, because
For real?
yeah, when you're hosting a show, 90% of the people that are there are rappers.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. It was the same though back then, right?
No, it wasn't.
Who were there? Who was there?
It wasn't.
Who was there?
It wasn't.
Who was there? Like people that just like hip hop.
Yeah, no, it was like when Pro Kid touches the mic, you have to be good to come after him. You back then you wouldn't come after Pro Kid and say yeah. No offense to Blake. I'm just making an example.
No diss.
Yes,
no
I'm just
diss.
making an example.
I got you.
You know, the stakes were high.
You couldn't come out and just poopity scoop.
Yeah, the stakes were high.
had to
That's why. If these kids that are famous now, that are celebrities now, were to perform at Back to the City, let's say 2010 or 2009, they were gonna get booed
Because you're doing too much.
because of the lyrical content that's
more
out.
musical.
Yeah,
It's more musical.
that's out
HIV,
right now. Yeah,
You're on stage, you got your t-shirt off.
You know
Niggas
what I'm
didn't want to
saying?
see that. They wanted you hard,
Yeah.
sweat your shit out.
you know. I think
Rap.
I think Aris would have made it in 2009.
I also think so.
Yeah.
For sure, he's that guy.
He
He's
would
still
have
got that.
made it back
But
to the
that's
city.
what makes him so dope is that he's got that element, and then he's got that element.
Yeah.
Of, I don't have to take my t-shirt off, but I could if I needed to.
Yeah.
Which is he's sort of figured that out, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So for me, Doug, right, with hip hop sessions, I remember.
Do you think they're still there or they dead?
They're still there? I'm not gonna say they did at all. I don't want to say they did. I just think they're not at the level. That's why I wanted you to get to the history for us.
Yeah, yeah.
They're not the same as what y'all used to go through, but they are still there. They are not.
Yeah.
They're not as big, but they're not dead.
You see what I'm noticing?
If you're saying they did, it's something.
No,
else.
they're not dead. What I'm noticing, probably in the hoods, they're not in the hood like they used to. You know, when I go to Durban, you see Bed Center and other venues in town. Joburg, you see Newtown, Bram, Maboneng. It's no longer like Slag Race where it was in Soweto. Splash Jam.
That's why I want to. That's why I want
You know what I mean? Even in Cape Town now, it moved from the hood to town.
Let me explain it to you, right? What happened in that time?
Yeah.
From what you explained to us and how it used to be.
Yeah.
To the time when I came into the game and I started to see how these sessions are being held. Now it went from a situation where back then when you guys used to do that shit and do sessions, there were only specific places where you could go to catch a hip hop session.
Yeah.
And then when I came in, what I saw is anyone could open a hip hop session. Anyone could do a session anyway. You could go to Bram, outside Bram, if you wanted to bring 20 niggas and you guys could just rap on the streets. You could go to the corner of, some beach house in Cape Town and you guys could just rap. You could go to YGen store and you guys could just rap. There was no longer that thing of, if I want to rap and people must hear me, I must go to Bed Center.
Yeah.
Now I can go anywhere. You know what I mean? OG has his Friday nights at YFM. That was a hip hop session. But it was impromptu. It was like on the street. It had nothing to do with. You didn't have to have a booking. You didn't have to know but there was, we weren't the only ones doing it. There were other people doing the exact same thing in different areas, which is what you guys didn't have. You guys had go to Slage's, go to Bad Center, go to the Bridge. You know what I mean? Richmond store, Ritual stores.
Yeah,
that's where you knew. That's where you'll find hip hop. Now you could find hip hop everywhere.
But why is it not everywhere in the hood? Like what I'm saying, my point is, we have a lot of sessions in town.
I think you do have sessions in the hood though. That's
very few.
I don't know. Like it's
if any,
it's
not many.
Because
it's not debatable.
We'd have to talk about something that we know.
No. Listen, like back then, you there was Black Sunday, Slag Race, 1808, Splash Jam. There was like about 6 to 8 sessions in Soweto alone. I'm just saying. And then you go to Tembisa. There's Nico. There's this. There's that. You go to East Rand, Togoza, Foslo, Katlehong. You go to the Val. Grassroots movement. There was like session. Now there's none.
I just think it just doesn't have the marketing that you guys had then. Because I feel like there's sessions everywhere. No, but they're just not as popularized as the ones that you're talking about.
I'm not saying they're not there at all. I'm saying now probably there's 1 or 2 in Soweto compared to what it used to be. Yes. You know what I mean?
That's an interesting look.
Yeah.
I can't dispute that fact. I don't know because from what I do know is that there are smaller nyana things. So you see where they do slaches.
Yeah.
Maybe you have slaches, but around slaches there's like 4 or 5 small hip hop sessions happening there as well.
Slaches was like the
to go to
the masterclass hip hop Sunday. You would travel from the East Rand to DK for Slaches.
Yeah.
Now there's these smaller sessions. And you wouldn't hit me up like, yo, let's rock to whatever. You know.
You're right. And
that's how
by myself.
Yeah, that's how they lost. That's how they lost that thing. You don't even think of going to a hip hop session in Everton if there's any.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
So,
but I don't know. Been there though?
I don't know. Yeah.
Has that been there? Where there's hip hop sessions, not just in Gauteng, because we just spoke about Jersey and Gauteng, really. We don't really know what's happening in the other provinces in terms of every state. We don't know if they have hip hop sessions that side. We don't know in the Northern Cape how many hip hop sessions they really have. We're speaking about Slachis, you know.
Yeah, no, we're referencing what we know.
But like, are we not speaking out of place in terms of that?
And I know in Cape Town they invited me to a few sessions there in the hood, you know, and those sessions are no longer there. You know what I'm saying? In Durban, they used to have like hip hop sessions in the hood, like Wamash, Mlaz, Clermont, and all of that.
Yeah.
Now when they invite me in Durban, they invite me into town.
Bad sense.
Yeah, when they invite me in Cape Town, I don't go to the hood anymore. They invite me into town.
Like that's growth, isn't it? Growth.
It is growth, but
We're
like
not just in the
it
hood
shouldn't kill that
vibe.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Then let's speak to the young people in the hood who can't get to Back Center because they don't have the money to do that, you know, or can't from Mevuta. You can't get to Amp Studio because awunamali ukufika amped. But ekaslako, you know, there's elapeng ungayara uringe noma lady and sort something out and have your own little hip hop session there. I think maybe that's where we should start in terms of rebuilding the session vibe, where it was just
and then
jamming.
Mam Ruby is gonna complain because these niggas don't buy.
No, that's a different conversation.
We spoke about that.
Gents, we spoke about
that.
I think we've grown from episode 25 and we're on episode 62.
Yes.
We can't not still be like spending at these places we go to. The only reason why the Amapiano and the R&B and everyone else kills us is because they get there and they spend money.
Yeah.
Hennessy sponsors things that they know they're going to get money back from. So, masterclass, if you guys want to have a dope-ass masterclass hip-hop Sunday, you must come through and spend, and then we can give that money back to the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, understand that mentality of if we love this, we invest in it.
We support hip-hop sessions, hence we speak about them.
Yeah, I mean, we
you
had
know,
all of them. We had all of them. Even today, like tonight, we're going to one right now.
Yeah, we're going to one.
Pop
in
off
Bram,
shout out to the
and
homies.
then we've shout out to Northside Hip Hop Sessions. You know, shout out to OB Shop, the O Shop. What's happening, man? What's happening?
Oh, man.
Bless
COVID,
you. Bless
my
you.
bad.
COVID is dead.
We cleared up with some beer.
You know what I'm saying? So we always show up to these hip hop sessions. You guys must invite us.
For sure.
I think they necessary and important to keep the culture alive.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's the only place where these kids get to perform.
Dude, it's a platform, man. Like,
Yeah.
even today when I posted, today, which you'll see on Friday, which was 2 days ago,
Yeah.
that we're gonna be at Kitchener's for this hip hop session.
Yeah.
A lot of people were just like, "Yo, shout out for always just creating a platform."
Yeah.
You know, even if it's not mine,
Yeah.
but I'm just showing people that here's a place to go to for hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I go to these places. So you come through, you'll see on this line they got 60 hip hop artists. Yes, I know. Like, you probably don't even know one of them.
Yeah.
But 60. In those 60, if I don't hear a good 3 hot niggas tonight, then I know we're in deep danger.
Yeah.
And I'm only expecting 3. I'm not expecting more than that. Yo, last week I went there and then I was with Loli. Shout out to Loli Native before we're done with the topic, right?
Yeah.
Hit us in the comments. Loli Native, I think he's so upset with me, dog.
I don't think he is, man.
Not anymore.
Loli's my boy.
He's my nigga too, but
Yeah,
like, yo,
yeah.
I saw the rage when he got on stage, man. He got on stage and he killed his performance at Pop Off Wednesdays last week, 2 weeks ago now. So he gets on stage. So you know how they always do the whole thing. Oh, Rashid in the building, OG in the building. I'm like, shit. I wasn't trying not for nobody to see me.
Yeah.
Now I've got to be like,
Shout out. Yeah.
you know. Loli gets on stage and he's on some, yo, I heard OG's in the building. Where's he at? I'm like, yeah, I'm here. I'm right here, front row.
Yeah.
You know? And then he's like, yeah, you said what did he say? He said, yeah, you said my album was whack. You said my album. I'm like, nah, I never said your album was whack, dog. You said you didn't like it. You gave it a 7. You
didn't say it was whack though.
I didn't say it was whack, but
Yeah.
he was like, no, dog. Like, he was like, go listen to my album
Again.
and come back to me. And then
Yeah.
he performed his music, man. It was really dope, and we had a chat afterwards. And I was just telling him that, yo, dude, like, all I'm here to do is light a fire up niggas' asses. That's all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody has to tell y'all shit.
No, shout out.
Somebody has to say that, hey, you're way better than this.
Yeah.
And,
Shout out to Lolly Native, man.
Big shout out to him. Big shout out to him.
Representing Cape Town.
Yes, sir. Also,
Yeah.
he's under that, is it ATM? Not ATM, MT Records.
MT Records. Yeah.
Man. Big shout out to them. So, yeah. Hit us up in the comment section. Please don't forget to drop your music for Free Period. On that note, there's Free Period.
Yeah, let's get serious for the free period. And drop a link in the comments cause we hearing it.
Free Period! You know what time it is. Alright, let's get straight into it. Hip Hop 411.
Eva Fabantu. Anti to the B, East Strand, B Strand shit, nigga. It's your boy Kriss, anti to the B, nigga. Revenge of the Boom Bap, Tough Jam Entertainment, brand new retro podcast. Shout out to that nigga, manufacture the spotlight, nigga. Yo, hey yo, hey yo. How I got the game is sorta was strange. Took a leaf out they book, dog, and burned up the page. Been spitting this rage since the day I broke out the cage. I make money off the underground, they sit in a maze. Like that's not supposed to happen, the real don't get paid. I said, fuck that and invested on my minimum wage. This my merch, this my brand, I ain't rocking Adidas. This year, we got these hoodies, next year, we're doing sneakers. This a different talk, got the flavor with a different sauce. I'm a bigger boss, 20 soprano in the city, bro. Yeah, I'm underground, that means I'll fucking sign you clown. I ain't broke, I ain't these old niggas y'all call legends now, different species. Slice up a recent 8 pieces and smack the devil out of nasty till it praise Jesus. And touchline, play safe for these streets you'll get beaten. And Stagger T's the goat that's big bro in every season. And rest of these industry rappers though, getting eaten. Less my piano rappers, more rappers fucking beastin'. I'm not decent, I'm a fucking heathen. The last rapper breathing, inception of being woke got me dreaming. Afro-futuristic, globally positioned in the greatest country, getting destroyed by politicians on a mission to liberate you Christians. I'm not conscious or stuck in the past, I'm just preserving tradition. My inhibitions got burned up in Hell's Kitchen. I died and risen, sent to earth to save you God's children. You niggas bitching, who cares if gatekeepers listen? We got the internet, we don't need cosign for existence. That's that nigga, and that's a fact, more fact than you're that nigga. Anti-B against the whack, that's that nigga. Yo, that's that, fuck out of here. Revenge of the Boom Bap, Tough Jam Entertainment, brand new retro podcast. Spotlight, East Strand, B Strand shit, nigga. Blah, 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 blah.
Anti to the B. We got Anti B.
Kriss.
You know, he's our MC for this week. You know what I'm saying? Started as a battle cat. He makes music now. He's dropping singles and is quite nice with it. He still hosts those battles, Hip Hop 411.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, man. I think what they're doing with that shit.
Yeah.
Before we get into Kriss's music, I just think the movement that he's got going.
Yeah.
Is amazing, dog. Like what the homies are doing with that Hip Hop 411. It's what the culture needs, dog. It almost reminds me of how it used to be back in the day when we have full-on battles sponsored by Sprite.
We once collaborated with them on the masterclass. I think we should do it again, man.
We definitely will.
Host the Hip Hop 411 on one of the masterclass hip hop Sundays.
That's a different kind of hip hop right there.
Yeah.
It's not the same kind of hip hop Sunday you have.
Yeah.
When Kriss and them pull up.
Yeah.
Because when Kriss and them pull up, that requires everybody to be right there on the stage.
Yeah.
We're all listening to the gun bars that are coming out there, you know? And I think what Kriss and them are doing, I'm a big fan, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we also integrated that with Back to the City.
Okay.
So the MC battle on the main stage.
Yeah.
We gave it to Hip Hop 411 to host them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Who won that shit?
I don't know. I was on the other side with you.
Shit, dog. You know.
I was on.
Yo, Kriss, who won that shit, cuz?
I'll chop. Obviously, we have the footage. I'll see it on the videos. You know.
I remember the last time I saw he had a good 10 rappers. And the nice thing about what he's built is that there's a community of rappers.
Yeah.
So as much as the homies go up against each other and it's beef on beef, murder on murder,
they friends.
they still homies.
They friends.
That's why
nothing is personal on stage.
But that's why the bars are so much more hectic, right?
Yeah.
Because now I know you.
Yeah.
So whatever I spit about you, you know it's true.
Yeah.
If I talk about the bitch that I fucked that used to be your bitch and you didn't know about it, I'm
gonna bring it up.
I'm bringing it up in the battle.
Yeah. You know.
So that's what Kriss and them do. What do you say about his music? How you feel about his music?
He's keeping it boom bap. You know, I don't think he's trying to cross over. He's doing what he loves.
He's a rapper.
Yeah, he was on the Crazy 8 as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, nice verse on Crazy 8.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice
So
verse. I don't know if it was the best verse. But nice verse.
He's really nice with it.
Do you think homies that do battle rap, when they are now asked or tasked to be on a song, they sort of still bring that same "I'm a battle cat" into that verse, where they shouldn't? You know what I mean? Like, you know, I think like a Cannabis can battle, but he can also drop you a verse that has nothing to do with battle rap.
Yeah.
Do you think Kriss is that kind of dude?
I think he can
Don't
branch
pole
out.
Don't pole jock.
No.
Tell me the
I
truth.
think he can. I've heard
He's your
Kriss.
homie.
I've heard his music that has nothing to do with dissing or battling. You know what I'm saying?
And?
So he can pull it off. It's just that he sticks to boom bap. You know, he loves that boom bap. You know,
And
but in terms of lyrical content, I think
clean,
he's clean.
Do you think it'll work though? Will the Kriss Anti pop as a battle cat rapper in South Africa?
I can never predict that, but it's I think it's gonna be how he chooses his sound, you know, because I don't see boom bap on radio, you know. Maybe on your show once off.
Yeah, like later.
You know. So, but if you're doing boom bap, you know that you're doing for a niche market, for the niche market,
for the heads.
Yeah.
Yo, have we ever had, outside of your boy Stogie, a battle rapper who became commercial in South Africa? None, ne?
But Stogie was a commercial rapper who went to battle. It was not the other way around.
Nah,
it's not like he started as a battle rapper.
Know that.
I know that.
You don't know that.
I know that.
Okay, well, tell me the facts. Talk to me.
The facts. I know that he started as a rapper. Like,
so you're saying Stogie couldn't battle until he?
Who did he battle?
I don't know, dog. Like
He started. I think his first battle was with 1L. At Scrambles for Money.
No,
he was already to me from the volume.
That 1L battle was Stogie's first ever.
Yes.
That's then he's mad talented if that's the case.
Yes.
You're telling me he's never ever been in the ring until that day?
No.
Nah, dog.
No.
We need to hit Stogie out for this one. We need to ask him, Stogie, where have you?
Search for it. Where is it?
It's not it's not on the net, but like
yeah.
I don't think he went from being a musician to being a battle rapper.
He did. Stogie started as a poet. He was a poet. He became a rapper. You know. Fat Boy. Do me in the volume, and then Stogie T.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Word.
Yeah.
Alright, shit. So that's crazy. So we've never had a commercial rapper who could also be a battle cat.
Who started as a battle rapper? That was Pro Kid.
Oh, word.
Yeah, Pro Kid used to battle like Gandhi Square in the streets before before he blew up, before he got a record deal. Before he got a record deal.
Wow, okay. So Pro's probably the only one. Verb?
Maybe Verb 2.
Verb, nah.
Verb 2.
Niggas like Mischief and them, no?
I don't know. He grew up in Zimbabwe. He came here much later.
Yeah.
So, Probably there are like a lot of other artists that used to battle, we just don't know their stories.
Yeah, hit us up in the comments. Teach us, tell us, hit the masterclass back. Trying to figure out who went from being a battle cat and actually started making good music. And that's why, because I'm trying to say, if Kriss B is going to do this whole battle thing, where does his career as a musician go from there? And that's speaking to everyone who does the same thing.
Yeah.
Where does it go?
That's a topic for another day.
Yeah, it seems like it never works, to be honest, from what we're talking about. We have 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
Max, who go from to the charts.
All right.
Anyway,
shout out to Kriss Anti to the B.
Hit us up, let us know. Even Kriss, you let us know, dog.
Yeah.
Is this gonna work or nah, dog? Is this gonna work or nah?
Yeah.
Alright,
so
we got on the producer side.
We got Master A Flat.
Oh man. I love Master A Flat.
Why do you love him?
I love Master A Flat.
Why do you love him?
I can't say anything bad about him. I can't, like, that nigga is just so amazing, bruh.
Yeah.
Ublind Ntwana. blind. Like
I
what
know,
he
I-
does. It's you know when they tell you in your life
Yeah.
that Rashid, if you had to focus on one thing your whole life, you'd be really good at it.
Yeah.
Master A is that nigga where he focused, and I think he did what he had to do in terms of getting the music right and playing, and just being just a music head, dog. He's that good.
Yeah.
And when you see him, you don't think that's the guy. He's like this big. He's like this big, scrawny. He reminds me of DJ Kent.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Master A flat, same as Kent, just like humble, real calm, cool, calm, collected.
And he's worked with AKA for a long time.
It's AKA's guy.
Yeah, for a very long time. Yeah.
Like
they've been together.
anything you can talk about now. Sim Dope, like all my favorite AKA joints.
Yeah.
All Master A on the back of that shit. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying to you. I mean, I'm actually surprised that it took us 60 episodes to get to him, honestly. But he's also that guy that nobody really looks at,
Except us.
So
We look at everyone as long as you're doing your shit right.
Can you please put a picture of this man here so people can just know where they saw him from if they've never seen him before? For me, he's a 10 out of 10 composer, musician, artist.
Super producer.
He's just that dude.
Yeah.
I remember there was a time, I don't know if now, I think they're back together again. But I heard that him and AKA had like a big fallout
Yeah.
for a while, and he never worked with AKA for a long time. That's why the music was trash. And now it sounds like Lemonade and shit like that is being produced again. So Master A might be in the picture. That's my opinion.
Shout out to Master A Flat. Keep up the good work.
Good work, great work, son. Don't
Yeah.
let them tell you you're good, my nigga. You're amazing. Nigga's too dope, dog. Too dope. Too dope. Also, shout out, like I know him like almost personally, not like I know him pal, but I know like things around him. I know people around him. I know
Okay.
what kind of person he is. I do know that very grounded and if there was a fallout between him and AKA, it was definitely Super Mega's fault.
Assuming. Let's move to the review.
That's a really nice dude. Go check out Master A Flat. Please, I'm begging you, check out Master A Flat. Let's review the journey.
Let's review the journey. Bizzcuit. She's very consistent. I think this is her third project.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's still EP vibes. That's interesting.
Nah, this is an album.
This is the full album.
Yes.
No.
This is a full album.
Okay, got you. Okay, I see it. And for me, dog, I have nothing bad to say about Bizzcuit again.
Yeah.
So I'll leave this.
What do you mean
review up to
again?
you.
Did you
I
badmouth
said-
her?
No, I'm saying Master A, now Bizzcuit. I mean, these are just my people.
Oh, okay.
And then not that I won't say anything bad about it. If the album was back, I'd tell you, Bizzcuit. You know this. But I was.
No,
I saw the work through it. I saw
Yeah.
the production through it.
The album
and I
is
have
nice.
Not much to say.
She actually invited me to the
session.
album listening session. Quite nice. She has Maclera Doughboy, Touchline, Gigi Lemaine, Assessa, Anzo. So nice features and dope music.
Man, that's homegirl, dog. She came through to Masterclass Hip Hop Sundays as well. Her set was dope out there. She's got like songs that she can perform from this album.
Yeah.
And then there's
And I
songs
saw
that
her
can just-
perform.
there's songs that you just
I think like 2 weeks ago, I saw her perform at Mushito conference.
oh, yeah?
Yeah.
She was nice.
She was nice with it. She
Killed it.
performed like 3 songs. Yeah.
the crew's saying that she's fly. You guys saying she's fly? What are you saying? What's that, Kuli? She's hot. What do you think?
Of course she's hot. Of course she's hot.
I saw you do some shit, dog.
Yeah. Of course she's hot.
Nah, she's my homie, dog. Shout out to her, man.
Yeah.
Bizzcuit, dope ass album. Really like
Yeah,
it.
the journey.
Can I see the track list? I just want to give you my favorite joint off this motherfucker real quick. I loved Winning. Winning was amazing.
Yeah.
Paper. Really nice song. Which one you got as your favorite? Pharaohs is dope with McLaren as well.
Yeah, Pharaohs is nice. I also like the intro, Somebody to Love.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why you like that intro?
No, it's not as an intro, but as a song. It's a dope song.
But I'm saying, like, why do you like it as the intro for this?
No, I don't think there's an intro. There's just songs. Yeah.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
But I'm asking you as
Even if
as an exec producer of music, why do you like that song as the first song on this tape, on this album?
no, even if it was track 11,
You still fuck
I'd
with
like
it?
yeah. So it's not about where they put it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So what do you think of the structure of the album?
The structure of the album.
If you're saying that,
And no, it flows. It flows. Like,
does it?
yeah. Like the transition from one track to the next. It's listenable. It doesn't throw you off.
No, it doesn't throw you off, but also felt like
Yeah.
from what you're saying, is
Yeah.
that there wasn't any of like, okay, this is the intro. At track 3 or 4 or 5, we're gonna have the interlude. It was more like, okay, I'm gonna give you guys the best that I can give.
Yeah.
And that's what she did.
That's what she
As a
did.
debut album, I like it though. I think the journey is dope. She tells us the story of how she got to where she was. I think throughout the album, you know, couple of turn up songs as well on there.
Yeah, no.
Couple of
She can
jivers.
turn up, she
Some
can
of her
turn up.
groovers. No, I liked it.
Rating.
I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 too.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
We don't have to fight about this. Simple 8 out of 10 for you, Bizzcuit. Really dope debut album. Just want to see you do a lot more, man, and prosper. Hopefully, we get to see you at live at the YFM festival. I put a name up, you know.
Make it happen.
They asked me for who's the best in the East, and I asked you as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, ask me. You
I'm
know,
like, yo.
with the plug,
So
with the
I put
plug.
Jimmy up there. I put Jimmy Landrose up there. I put Bizzcuit up there. We put Nomfundo up
Yegani.
there. We put I put King Sweet Kid up there as well. We
Yeah,
put
yeah.
Sagzu.
Yeah,
Sagzu
Sagzu
Dusam up there.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a couple of names that we threw up, and hopefully whoever they call up, hopefully you guys get it, man. That would be really dope. 26th of November, live. I know they just confirmed Black Coffee as the headliner. So and they've got a stage called About to Blow.
Yeah.
I'll be on there as well. I'll be hosting there as well, and hopefully, Jimmy and them can perform on that stage.
All right, I'll be backstage with a bottle. I'm gonna send you my rider.
Wait, no, they're still mad at us.
Yeah.
Because we didn't give the. You know what? Let's not talk about this. Let's get out of here.
All right, peace.
Shout out to
Word.
OG, shout out to Rash K, set a new standard, other bars in the ashtray.